Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Murder by Numbers. Thanks for tuning in. So, we are all back in the room after having our little confrontation with Detective Cross, and let's see how things proceed. Listen up everyone, I'll need to keep you here for a little longer. Please, Detective! I've spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East. Wow, I don't know if I want to go ahead and make that comparison, Casey. Geez. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out some other way? A scout could... Listen, Nancy Drew, I love making all these references. You got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this.
Hey, how come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer!
I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. The only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my ass. Okay, all right, you wanna fight? You wanna throw down Detective Cross?
You can't keep me locked up in here! What if I'm next?
Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack him with one of my dumbbells.
You brought dumbbells with you on a job?
You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean? Sully, okay, all right, buddy. Okay, look, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I was pretty fond of you in the beginning when we first met you. Now, I don't know, man.
Ugh, a reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic.
Becky.
Yo, sick burn. Yo, sick burn.
Oh my God, Becky, whoa, girl.
Holy crap.
All right, well, he has become a demolished pile of ash. Wait, did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you, you've got to let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Fine, you can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? And normally, honestly, this shouldn't be okay. If one of us really is the murderer, this really isn't okay. Detective Cross has just had it up to here, but that is not good protocol, I would say. Oh my God. I mean it! Any of you try anything and I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you can say WrestleMania. Quick question, how cute is this theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother? As for you, go home. Jesus Christ, I gotta deal with a lot of you. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Okay? Okay. Praise the goddess, we're free! Ish. Guess I could go home now, like you said. Guess I should go home now, like you said. Don't feel bad, babe. You earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent, and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So, what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh. You've got that look on your face. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. That's the honor, Mizrahi. I'm not giving in special. It's just... I got myself out of trouble, but what about you guys? What about Blake? He gave me my big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss. He was my friend. Right up until he fired you. But that's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. You've been playing a detective for too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. It's not just me. There's something else going on. I can't just leave.
If you want to keep investigating, Honor, I'm here to help.
Scout? Don't you want to go and find a real detective?
You may not be a real detective, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all, because together we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is.
Aw, Scout's honor. We're a pair. Scout's honor, right? Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. How about you, Casey? Will you help me look into it? Absolutely! You know I've got your back. But, can I pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours and I'm genuinely scared something's about to burst. Go, Casey, go. Please don't pee right here. Please don't pee. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold you here for a second. I'm gonna hold you here for a second, even though you have to go to the bathroom. Unless you went and came back already. Well, look who it is. The lady that's putting the heel into gumshoe. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. I should introduce Scout, sure. I should probably introduce you to Scout. A new sidekick. Are you trying to make me jealous?
I am Scout!
He's some kind of investigation robot? We think? Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if we don't try and explain it. Well, any friend of Anna's is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Scout. Nice, nice. We're still not any closer to working out who kills Blake. Any ideas? Obviously, we can discount ourselves. That only leaves Becky, Tully, and John.
Don't forget Bill!
There's no way Bill is involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You're right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week, I saw him get startled by his own reflection. Sounds like Bill. Sounds like Bill. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof, Casey. Casey, little too mean, and not that that's inaccurate. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Good. What'd you think about that? You can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh? What do you think about Becky? Could she have killed Blake? That girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Bet put together, and she wasn't exactly on good terms with Blake. Right, something about a contract disagreement. Don't suppose you've heard any details through the gossip grapevine? As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. I heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing. That's not so bad. The show could always use more marketing. Not for the show, for herself! You know, feature articles, billboards, the cover of Celeb Life magazine. Starshine Awards are coming up and she's determined to win Best Actress this year. Does she really think she can force herself onto the shortlist through advertising? That's crazy! That's Becky. But Blake was having none of it. She's been trying to win that award for years. She's desperate. Who knows what she might resort to? Oh man. I mean, Becky seems like too obvious of a choice though. In murder mysteries, it's usually never the obvious choice unless they want to put you through a bunch of like different twists and turns, but still. What do you make of John? That weirdo with the bum bag? 3 out of 10. Tops. Come on, man, Casey. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what I meant. For once. Fine, well, there are fans and then there are fans. Like that girl we met outside the studio last year. She was intense. Like chain you to a radiator and get all misery on your ass intense. How could I forget? She tried to cut some of my hair. Oh, that sounds terrifying. That sounds absolutely terrifying. People who don't know boundaries, very scary. I'm not sure if John is in the same league of crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today of all days? That is a bit suspicious. I mean, why not? They get crazy fans every day. They get kids with graffiti all the time, so why not? How about that contractor guy? Tully? Such a dour name for such a gorgeous guy. If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid 7. So I guess, okay, the two of them seem to like discussing handsome or just attractive people a lot. So, okay, it's the usual banter for them, but still, I don't know. Everybody here, pretty thirsty. Oh, sure, he tries it on with you and Becky, but what about me, huh? What am I, chopped liver? Oh, honestly, I really am destined to be alone forever, aren't I? Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumpers. Oh, babe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe if you weren't quite so picky, you might have more luck. A girl should always know her worth, Anna. I wish I'd known that before I married Ryan. Anyway, let's focus. Do you think Tully is a real suspect? I want to know about this Ryan guy, man. Don't be ridiculous. A murderer with those eyes? This coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Touché. Alright, the case against me. Be honest. Do you think there's a case against me? Please! How long have I known you now? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I am of giving my parents a grandchild. Oh my gosh, Casey. Thanks. I never suspected you either, for the record. I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill someone, I'd do it with far more flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is just so straight, you know. Okay. Oh, I have a lot. Oh, here's my tampon. Here you go. What do you think? Oh, is it that time already? I still don't get why they don't put pockets in women's clothes. Want me to hold on to it for you? Oh my, that's so nice for you. Yes, oh my God, the #1 issue is that so many women's clothing do not have pockets. And so there's like a bunch of like memes and stuff all over the place about women like they only need one thing in life, just like dresses with pockets or something, but it's so true. I get so excited when like pants or dresses or jackets that are all like supposed to be women's fit, skinny jacket or whatever, whenever they all have pockets, I get so excited. Pockets are the best, okay? Please add them to more clothes. Thank you. But that's so nice of Casey to offer to hold it for us because of that. Like, you understand. Thank you, Casey. You really need to clear out that bag, babe. Oh, okay. Not gonna say much else to anything else. Is that a Becky action figure? Well, I knew they made these, but I've never actually seen one. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of jealous. Don't be. They always get the faces wrong. You should have seen mine. They made me look like Dumbo. I would have loved to see that. Good point. If they couldn't get my cheekbones right, what's even the point? They're so fabulously sculpted. All right, you really need to clear out that bag. Ugh, paperwork. Boring. All right, so that's everything we can show Casey. All right, so let's back out and go investigate. What do we need to look more into in this? Oh, we can probably leave now. Oh, wait, there's more? There's more? Why is there more? Okay, I'm not complaining. Let's go. Wait, I think I'm probably jumping the gun with this. Yep, I am. So I gotta undo this row. This is not accurate. So let's do the typical count because I need to count sometimes. So 4x1 x2, right? So the overlapping is 1 2 x1 x1 2 3 4. That's the overlap there. All right. I've been binging a lot of stuff on Netflix recently. I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous episode, but Doey has very kindly lent me their Netflix, and so I didn't really have much interest before because I felt like a lot of it was like live action stuff that I wasn't super into, but I've been very slowly trying to branch out to things other than anime. I normally watch anime, and even then, I don't watch it as often as like maybe the more avid person. I just sort of I have bursts of when I watch it very frequently. I'm currently in the midst of one of those. 1 2 3 4. Yep, so it can't be these. Yeah, so like I've been binging way too much, especially because, you know, we kind of have a lot of free time right now. So lately I've been, I think because of the tough times we're going through, I've been leaning on more comfort stuff, familiar stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna have to keep cutting in and out with my stuff as I count stuff. 1 2 3 1 2 x 1 2 3 4 5 or 1 2 3 4 5 x 1 2. Okay. I gotta make significant progress before I continue with what I'm talking about, because otherwise I can't concentrate. This, yep. 1 2 3 4 5. That means this cannot be it. This should be closed around. That should be done. Okay. Yeah, so lately I've been rewatching stuff that, you know, like comfort shows. I'm curious to know if y'all have some comfort shows, but there's this anime I like that I've shilled so often called Saiki Kusuo. It's about a psychic that has a ridiculous design. He's got like bright pink hair and like stupid glasses and these weird antennas, and he has like every single power in the world. And it's this comedy thing about like, even though you'd think his life would be perfect because he has like every power, it's actually like super miserable because everything has like a drawback, and it's so clever and has so many great like comedic beats, and I'm just so into it. I love it so much. If you want a good comedy, I highly recommend that one. But I've rewatched that show like more times than I can count, like so many times. So I've been rewatching that. I really like Ouran High School Host Club. Looking back on it, there are things that I would say that I have issues with, but it was like something from the past. Like some things didn't age very well, but there are some things that like I feel like really held on through time, and I think it's still really good in a lot of ways. So yeah, it's been an interesting time revisiting all this stuff. 1 2 3 4. So 5 6. The 6 could be here, or this could be the one. We don't know yet. I need to narrow down more. Here we go. Okay, there we go. That helps. What do I, okay, this has to be the one. Therefore, that's done. Okay, we are almost there. And boom. Okay, great. What have we got here? Coffee pot, right? You found a coffee pot. Rank E, please. Rank up, please. Ah, darn.
What's this liquid on Earth?
That's coffee. I don't know how I'd get through the day without it. I'm personally not a coffee person. I've mentioned this a few times on and off, but bitter is at the lowest tier of my taste buds tier list, I would say. So I cannot handle anything remotely bitter. I could probably handle coffee if you put like a crap ton of sugar and cream in it where it's to the point where it's not even recognizable as coffee. But even then, I don't know, not a huge fan. But I know that a lot of people like it and can't live without it, and that's totally valid. That's totally valid. I think the aesthetics around coffee is like really cool, like the cold drips machine stuff. It looks like alchemy stuff. Like it looks really cool. I like a lot of the aesthetics. I like the aesthetics of coffee shops in general. But yeah, the drink itself, not so much for me.
I see. So it's a kind of fuel, like gasoline?
For some people it is. Kind of, but it tastes better. Or at least it's supposed to. The stuff from our coffee machine, on the other hand,
I'm having difficulty understanding. Is this coffee machine a fuel dispenser? I apologize for asking so many questions. Many of the intratextual connections in my ontological database were lost when I was discarded.
You lost me at ontological. Isn't that something to do with insects? No, that's entomology.
I know many things, but the relationships between those things is unclear. I'm trying to rebuild them.
I don't know if it's a fuel or not, Scout. It's complicated. Not everything can be broken cleanly into simple facts like that.
I see.
You do?
No, but my programming tells me that is a good thing to say when faced with things I don't understand.
See? You're learning to be human so fast. That's like one of the basic rules of life. You got it, Scout. I see. Anything else we can look at around here? Should we be leaving? So that one was just like a funny little quirky thing. So I guess like we can find extra stuff, and I'm totally okay with that. I want to do every single puzzle that I can get my hands on, okay, y'all? Okay? You're just gonna have to bear with me. I don't know if y'all are like understanding this by watching me or if you're completely lost, because I kind of sped through the explanation since I've done these before. I'm sure you're probably picking up on it fine, but I hope you're not too confused. And I hope maybe this piqued your interest a little bit in doing some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoopsie, 4x, 1, 2, 3. I believe those are the overlapping ones, meaning 1, 2, 3, these cannot be it. So that has to be filled in. But yeah, I think this concept is so fun. It's so fun that they mix visual novel with Picross. Like, I'm so into it. I don't think this game has a sequel, unfortunately, but I would totally fund one, or if there's like some kind of spiritual successor, I would totally be down to fund that. That'd be very cool. Honestly, it'd be so cool if this game had voice acting. Their designs are so good, and it would be a really cool extra touch. Yep. Fill that in. What else can we fill in right now? Let's see. 2, 3, okay, 3, 3. 3, 3 should be easy to fill in, right? Yeah, 3, 3 should be easy to fill in. Okay, there we go. Once you fill in one, it creates a landslide of other things that you can fill in, and it feels so great, and it feels so awesome. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay, this has to be here. Yeah, okay. That has to be there. Great. It didn't really help me move forward per se, but that's okay. Let's see. If there needs to be 1 and a 2, that means the 2 has to be here. So we can cross that off. Ooh, I'm struggling. There's still a 2. 2 goes somewhere here, but where? I think maybe it could go in there. Okay, 2, 1, 3. That means this has to go here. Okay, cross that off. Still not quite sure where things go in here. We're so close. We're zeroing in. What can really clear the air for me? So there's 2 1s here, but we don't know which ones it could be placed in. There's a 2 here. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it, we found it. Okay, did that help? Not necessarily. Oh wow, this final section is a little tough. There's probably something I'm forgetting to cross off that could probably help. Cause see, there's a 1 in this row, 1 in this row, 2 1s in this row. 2 1s, meaning there has to be a space in between. Okay. Therefore, there has to be 1 here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. We've arrived. We've arrived at the conclusion. Yes, good. What on earth is that? Oh, whose ID? Is it a clue for the killer? I don't see how it could be, but let's see what this is. It's an ID card. Looks like it belongs to Tully. Tully's the murderer! I'm calling it now. I've got it. I solved it, everybody.
He seems to be quite forgetful with his belongings, like leaving a screwdriver in the microwave? That doesn't make any sense. I'm a robot and even I know that.
Wait a second. This card says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's a fake? Ooh, is he an imposter?
Sorry, Honor, I have no reference to compare against. Perhaps there's someone more familiar with these cards who can help?
Maybe Bill could help with that? Or maybe Casey. Casey, it's possible because, you know, makeup artists could be bouncing around to different studios, helping different places. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the episode. So yeah, join me next time. I'm having such a great time. I'm gonna say that at the end of like every episode, but it's true though. All right, see you then. This is Axus, over and out.